y'all, I'm Casey Stone with Clear Story Design. We are back at the bathroom edition, and I have a surprise for you. Oh, we have countertops, and they look fantastic. We just put the faucet in for the fun of it, but look how great this looks. Also, I was away, and while I was away, we refinished these floors. Now they've been covered up. You'll have to wait for the big reveal on those. We covered them up to protect them. Love this. We are like ants at a picnic. There are people everywhere. On the carpentry front, we've got quarter round going in all the way around. We just finished the toe kick, which you can't see. And the most exciting thing is, look at these doors. So we ended up, obviously a swinging door would have taken up too much space. So we ended up using a pocket door system, and we're gonna put a piece of one by there to cover it up. So we've got one sliding door, and then this door was here, but it's been taken down. This is a fixed door here. So when this door is open, there'll be a solid door here. It was just here. It ran away. Our amazing electricians are back. They are working on all kind of cool things. This, Donza is working on putting a retractable receptacle in the back of that drawer so that you can put your hair dryer and all your stuff, and then you pull your drawer out, close it back. You don't have to worry about the cord. Nick is working on a receptacle to go here, and that's because we're gonna have a fancy towel warmer there. And then you missed this, but Bob the plumber was here, and he set all of our fixtures. So we have our shower, I don't know if you can see our sink, and then hiding back there is a toilet, and I'll have to show you that soon. So while we're outside, I'm going to show you what else they're working on. Obviously, here's toe mold happening, but this is another door like the ones that you saw where we used the pocket door hardware, but these are just going to be hinged. So these are actually going to go into the bedroom. So we got a set of 4, so 2 sets of 2, I should say. We picked these up from Lowe's. They're already primed. Jesus had to cut the size down a little bit. But so we're gonna have French doors going into the bedroom and French going from the bedroom to the bathroom. So Jesus is working on cutting the hinge holes for these doors. He's got his little router. And what that does is routes away just a groove enough to get the hinge so that the hinge will be flush with the wood. So 1 down, 2 more to go. Okay, our door is back. So here is our permanently affixed door. Here is our sliding door. We still are gonna put a piece of 1 by across the top, and then we're gonna do the same thing on this side here, but then this one, you can see Jesus just used a piece of wood, and we will fill those pocket screws. So we've got our stationary door and our operable door. I also have some lighting in. Love this one. The guys got that one done. There's also one hiding back there, a little pendant that matches. The rest of our lights are cans, other than this awesome one that's gonna go over the mirror. So moving along with lighting. One more cool thing, I think you guys saw, Donza was working on this, but this is that plug. You see that plug hidden back there? So fancy. I have a power strip in my drawer, so this is much higher tech, and it has an arm, like a telescoping arm. So slide that drawer in and out, and it pulls your plug in and out too. Very cool. Another day at the bathroom addition. We're literally down to the tiniest little details. So today, actually, the electrician got done yesterday. We got the vanity mirror, we got all our can lights. Jesus trimmed the end of this cabinet out to match our pony walls. That needs to be painted. We had to do some Bondo work. We took the old quarter round off. We had to do a little work there. So lots of sanding there. Our electrician added us one more receptacle here. You remember this was an add-on. There was a receptacle down there, so he just pulled it up. Let me show you these little details. Like this is why Jesus and the guys are so good. You see the way they did that tiny little return there on that quarter round. Looks so nice. So we're mostly doing touch-up paint, a little bit of sanding here, then that's gonna get caulked and painted. Still working on these doors. These doors are okay. Those doors in there are a booger. I'll show you that. I'm still not over how great these countertops look. They're on the knee wall, the pony wall as well. Still love these transoms. They look so good. Hardware, it's all coming together. We're gonna use the same hardware here on both our sliding door and the doors in there. And the reason that these are a problem is because that door frame's not level or plumb. Imagine that. So we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. I've not introduced you to our buddy Theo, who's been helping this whole time. He's an excellent dog. Anyway, we are gonna keep working on the little details. We might get done today, hopefully. If not, we'll finish up tomorrow, not counting the glass. So we are turning our attention back to the sliding doors. Jesus is working on a piece of 1x. It's gonna cover up that metal track. He's also gonna put like a bumper or a stop so that this door doesn't slide all the way back. It won't actually go all the way back because when we get the hardware on this door, it'll hit the door behind it. But we don't want that to beat that up. So we're gonna put a stopper so that it won't quite hit. So he's gonna work on that next. Those doors in there they were the biggest booger. I'll go in there and show you. So it's to be expected that this wasn't level. It's even to be expected that this wasn't plumb, but also the wall's not plumb. It was leaning forward. So he had an awful lot of work to do. But he finally got these doors where they close nicely together. Got to get hardware on. We've got to put some ball latches so they stay closed. This one we're going to put one of those foot latches so that this one stays closed most of the time, and then this will be the one that they use most often. But so we've got the hinged doors there, looking at the sliding doors here, and we're going to get those all painted up. Speaking of painting, getting a coat of paint on the trim of the end of that cabinet. And we are really down to the final little details. Touch-up paint. We're putting closet rods in the closet, and we're gonna put some in the cabinets. We already got these nice pull-out shelves. They're almost like a drawer in the bottom. So, final little details. All right, so that board is across there now, and it looks so good. Obviously, we'll do a little caulking, but that track is hidden from that side. Obviously, it's not in place yet on this side, but we'll do the same thing over here. So that's a wrap for today. Unfortunately, We didn't get it all done today like I thought we were. But we'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow should be our last day here, other than these glass walls. So stay tuned. The shower doors are finally here. So obviously this is that side panel, and there's gonna be a small panel here, and then the door. So we've got all that brass hardware. It's gonna look great. So here is all the brass hardware that we ordered, the big door hinges, all the little clamps that go in the corners, and then here's the knob. We haven't, or the handle. We haven't opened that one just yet. But they got these panels in place, marked everything. Now it's the tedious part where they start drilling in the tile. And even more tedious, or nerve-wracking, is drilling into that stone. Okay, so you can see that all the hardware is in. They, here on the wall, everywhere, they drilled a hole, and then they used one of those little plastic things like you put in sheetrock to hold a nail or a screw, and then some clear caulk. And now these are in place, so the glass is gonna set up to those, and then there's a piece that tightens on the back. I'm gonna get out of the way so they can get over here with their glass. And it's almost done. We've got to do some clear sealant along here, but for the most part, it's looking great.
Y'all, this project is done, and I couldn't be happier. I love that we refinished the floors, the little details that we added, like the transom, repurposing these glass front cabinets, adding so much counter space. Who wouldn't want that much counter space? And tons of drawers. The homeowners picked this amazing little light and mirror. They've already hung shelves and added little accessories to make it feel like home. I am so glad that we made this shower a little bit bigger.
That's a wrap on what has been a really fun project.
That was definitely a good
It was
call.
really nice to
Still
take a
love this
space
tile
and
floor.
completely transform
And
how
the
the owners
best
are going to
part
use
about
it
this project
and
is
make it
that
a
my
much more
buddy
practical
Theo
space.
approves.
They're going to be able to move downstairs now and use this whole room. So come back soon. We'll be moving on to our next project. I hope you will join us.